Hey there everyone, welcome to the Ukulele channel. Today we're going to do some comparison of various polycarbonate ukuleles. Some have carbon fiber mixed in, some don't. That's okay, they're all in the same general classifications. A lot of them are concerts, one is a soprano, one is a tenor. And I'm just going to play through them and talk about them a little bit. This is really spurred on by my recent acquisition of a Tom carbon fiber concert ukulele and wanting to compare it to some of the other instruments that I have. Now, for disclosure, I used to have a Lava U, and I do not any longer. I've never had the second generation Populele. The Lava U was sent to me for review purposes, like some of these others, and I never was sent a Populele 2 to review that has been out for a long time. So I think that the Tom has tendencies towards the Lava U and towards the Populele versus the other ones, but I'll let you decide that for yourself as you watch the video. I'm going to play a bunch of different instruments playing the same thing. I'll just announce what they are. But the first I'm going to play is the Snowden Symphony, which was written by Mark Pugh, who is a distributor of ukuleles in the UK. So here we go on the Tom Concert Ukulele. All right, and then the instrument that I think that really started off this category, really, the Enya Nova U. Now, for another ukulele, this is the outdoor ukulele Tenor ukulele. This predated the Enya Nova, but really exists in a category of its own, sort of designed off of a Maya Moe visually and dimensions in terms of playability. So here is the tenor. It's the only tenor in this group. All right, this model is the same as the Donner, the Rosen, and some others. It was a prototype that was sent to me for review purposes. Thought you'd like to hear this one in comparison. Now this is Donner's version of that. You can see how it's the same until you get to the slight different headstock shape. So this company makes this for Donner as well as for Rosen, Hollow Hollow, and some others. And then finally, the only soprano in this mix. I could do the outdoor ukulele soprano, but I'm already using the tenor. So this is the Flight Ultra ukulele. So it's soprano scale, the only soprano in this mix. Now let's do Fur-Elise on the different instruments. No side position markers to help me with that. The Enya Nova. The outdoor ukulele, no side position markers either. unnamed pre-production model. The Donner. And the Flight. And finally, my uke song that I use as the final little part of my reviews. All right, some general thoughts. In terms of sound, I generally feel like the Flight Ultra has the best sound in the class. Next would be the Enya Nova, and then it's really tied. I feel like the Tom and the Prototype and the Donner are all very similar, and I think that the Outdoor, believe it or not, is dead last. Now, when it comes to playing experience, the Outdoor is the top. Its design is flawless because it's modeled after one of the best ergonomic ukuleles in the business, the Mayamoe. So by far, that's the best. I think the Flight would be number 2 for me, and then I think the all the others kind of fall into it. After that, about the same spot. In terms of package, Enya gives you a lot, but it comes with that weird clamshell case. So I think the Tom actually gives you the best package as a whole. Flight gives you the drawstring bag. Outdoor Ukulele gives you nothing at their very high price point, but it is fully made in the United States, which justifies that cost a little bit. The Donner comes with a pack with a real light gig bag. So, realistically, in terms of overall value for what you're getting, the tom is the full package, then probably the Enya Nova, and then probably the Donner, and the flight and outdoor would be at the end just because you don't get any of the extra goodies with it. And other than that, if I was going to buy an ukulele for a school, right now I think it'd be the Flight Ultra because I want that extra durability versus the traditional travel just in a school environment. But I have no qualms with any of these really. They all work really, really well. They all do their job. Some are just a little bit better at some things than others. So, for example, if you like the outdoor ukulele, you might want to be buying American made, understandable if that's where you're at. You might just like the ergonomics, you might like the look and design of it. That might be where you go. And you're willing to pay that extra money to just get that instrument and then figure out everything else on your own, whether you're going to get a gig bag of some kind or whatever. But to a lot of people, it's kind of like the full kit. In that case, it's probably the tom. If you're looking for the best sounding, then it's probably the flight. If you're looking for a concert, it's probably the tom. You're looking, or the Enya Nova, by the way, that's also a very good one. It's just brighter than the tom. And my ear personally always goes towards the Enya Nova in terms of its brightness in that middle ground. The flight, I think, is number one. My ear goes towards the Enya Nova, but there are people who like a warmer sound, and that's what the tom has. So, yeah, it's just kind of a fun thing to be able to compare these. You can't always keep all of them around, it doesn't make sense. But I just happen to have all these around. I thought I'd make a little video comparing them. Feel free to add some comments of what your thoughts after you've heard them played by the same person. The tom is a little impacted by its high action right now, which I have not yet adjusted at the time that this video is being recorded. So that does impact my playing of it a little bit. It's not buzzing, it's just this action is so high that it's hard for me to press down far enough to get the clean sound that I want. All right, so thanks so much for joining for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.